Good evening, good evening. I was going to do something kind of different this time. We're doing a World War II episode here of live stream. I'm going to see if this is actually working. Let's see. Replicas has gone live. If you guys can hear me, I'm using a World War II throat microphone and a headset from World War II. So this should be kind of interesting. Let's see if it's working. Oh, wow, you can't. It actually works. Oh, that's crazy. I'll do this for a little bit and then switch over to the regular microphone here. But I am using this as a really microphone. This is something that was used during the war and even before a little bit by air crews that were flying high altitude and low altitude because it doesn't need air to pass across these lights. It's actually picking up the vertical cord. Airplanes are noisy. So are tanks. So this is something that was actually worn in tanks as well. And with headsets, you'd be able to communicate back and forth. This is sort of what a low altitude setup would have been. And in fact, this is even going through the original gear. This is a push to talk, and you can lock it on, or I'll lock it back on there so you can hear me. But this would have been one around the neck. All of this stuff actually comes unplugged or comes undone really easily. The idea is that if you have to bail out of the plane for some reason, this all comes unplugged pretty quickly. And then you can put your parachute on and bail out. Anyway, I'm doing this because I wanted to introduce a World War II product, and this was just a really neat thing that we worked on for the last year and a half. The folks here at Replicas, which really just me and a couple other guys that are working on the Timeworn stuff. We brought in Timeworn as a brand with a friend of mine, Cameron Jones, who I've been working with for a few years. Cameron and Todd and Tyler over at Timeworn pulled them into Replicas, and we're working together now on stuff. So they're kind of doing World War II. I'm helping them with World War II as well. And Little Replicas is doing 1950s, 60s, 70s, aviation. So this is now we're bringing in World War II aviation, and we started with doing watches. So we're reproducing World War II issued watches and issued sunglasses. And these are, just ubiquitous with aviators is wearing a pair of cool sunglasses. I am going to switch back over to the regular microphone here. And we'll go from there. Let's go. You guys hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1. Okay, we're back. Let's see what's going on here. Let me try and bring back the other microphone. Stand on a second. We should be able to switch back over to the big mic 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, guys. I'm trying to switch back.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, so, am I still, oh boy, okay, so I guess we're just going to have to use the front light and stuff like that. Okay, so what I'm going to show you is our sunglasses. These are AN6531 sunglasses. These are copies of what was used during World War II by all branches of the military. These are cable temples. You see they wrap around your ears. Real thin, they're really nice. They're meant to be worn under headsets, I think. This neat brow bar over here. And yeah, these are just, these came out really, really well. I'm super proud of them. And we're really proud of the way this came out. I've been wearing mine for the last couple of weeks. It's just one of those things that, you know, you get enamored with your own products, and you know, it's just been a cool wild ride for the last year trying to get these made. So we have 6531. They are green glass lenses with a anti-reflective coating and anti, so it's a little bit more updated from the original style, just so that they're more of a modern frame, modern useful lens for today's style. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Now then. So these are really neat. The only difference between these and original ones is the nose pads are replaceable. The original ones, nose pads were riveted on. But we went so far with this. Not only did American Optical recreate these sunglasses, and they are personal changeable. You can take these lenses and put them in original frames. You can take original frame lenses and put them in here. They're that close. They're that down on. A couple of things have been beefed up, though. The hinges are a little bit different than the originals. These are a little bit thicker than the original hinges, but I think you'll appreciate that they just last longer. So we recreated the case. American Optical did such a good job with this. We sent them an original case, recreated it, and then actually we are inserting the paper tag on the inside of the case. Now, you want to see something cool too. We're recreating a box. This is actually a box. This is the reproduction box. And then remember, this is number 1 out of 1,000 that were made. And inside this box comes the case and the sunglasses and even a little microfiber cloth. This white microfiber cloth. It almost looks like a silk scarf that like an aviator could wear. It has the roundel of the United States Army Air Force of the time. But I wanted to show you. This is a different model, but this is the AN6530, which are the goggles. So these are the 31s. This is the 30s. They are the goggles that were worn by aviators. And this is an unissued pair that has never been worn from World War II. You see, they got these like yellow lenses here. These are back when, you know, cockpits were open cockpit. You're flying outside, basically. The pilots wore these for quite a while. Also, they wore them in combat because it would shield their eyes from flak or from debris or something flying around. But so anyway, that's to show you what an original box looked like from World War II. Even with the tape, we recreated the tape. It's super cool that we actually got a chance to do the boxes. This is the same label that would have been on AN6531 box, so that's really neat. Okay, so back to the case. Here's ours. Here's an original. How cool is that? Even to the detail around the stitching and the leather. And this is super rare. This one actually has an original paper tag inside of it. That's what this paper tag is based on inside here. These did not last long. The paper tag is glued in and they would come out. So having a repro with that paper tag. So look at the lining there, that kind of suede lining. We recreated that as well. And even there's a piece of wood in there that holds this open and gives it strength from crushing. There's that piece of wood in there as well. Just unbelievable, guys. The level of detail that was done, the time that we put into it, the time that American Optical put into it. We're super, super proud of this collaboration and the resulting product. Even the marking right there that says genuine leather, AO. That was the repro. Here's the original. Focus, there you go. AO, genuine leather. Super proud of these guys. And here's an original pair. You see the green lenses are a lot thinner, a lot less dark than these. We went with a modern, modern, 1940, late 40s, early 50s darkness level. These are more usable by today's standards for the darkness. And that is, okay, but there's some lights in here and stuff, so it's a little bit extreme. That's what some of the originals were. This is a worn pair, but a very lightly worn pair. Versus these, I think they turned out absolutely perfectly. It takes me on many missions. Something else that wears off of these quite frequently, the cable temple here, which you can bend and roll around your ear, they would have originally had a comfort tip, which means they have like a rubber on the inside. So this is a clear rubber, which is exactly what was original. A lot of them are kind of yellow or have fallen off by now. And now we have them just like this. And you can get this exactly like this with the box, with the pouch, everything sealed and hand numbered out of 1,000 on our website, replicas.com, or through timeworn.com. So that's just the neatest thing that we have just come out with. And there's a series of photos that was taken in the early 1940s, right before World War II really kicked off, right about when they were ramping up for the war, I guess. There were photos taken around the country of the ramp up to the war, and here is a set of these photos. This guy was a Douglas aircraft pilot, U.S. Army Air Force Lieutenant F.W. Hunter. This is a scan from the Library of Congress of him standing in front of one of his planes. You can see he's wearing the headset, an A4 jumpsuit, an early war harness, and there's two of these pictures from this set. These are the original scans and the negatives. And there he is wearing his AN6531 sunglasses. Now, we loved this photo set so much that we wanted to recreate this exact set of photos. So, buddy of mine by the name of Tyler Lowe graciously volunteered because he has a striking resemblance to Mike Hunter. And the awesome folks at the Panchito, this is the B-25 Panchito, down at the Delaware Aviation Museum, graciously offered to let us shoot in front of their planes. This is just last week. We've been putting this together for a while. He looks the part. We've got the crane mic, the headset. We even had the parachute recreated by the Rigger Depot. Joshua Design, who's the owner there, is an absolute historian on the parachutes and harnesses from the time period of the before. Recreated, I believe it's an S1 parachute and harness. And this is a real, it's all the original hardware. There is a parachute there, the ripcord works and everything. So this is exactly, other than being in front of the silver, polished B-25, this is basically exactly the same setup that F.W. Hunter was photographed in front of and wearing. Is there anything? Timeworn by Replicas. This is the new brand for which we're going to be doing most of our World War II and earlier equipment gear. So take these glasses on your next adventure. They're really, really neat. They wear incredibly well. And I couldn't be prouder to be part of this project. I know Carolyn's incredibly proud of this project. The glasses came out to be about 90-95% accurate to the original ones. The cases and boxes are incredibly well done. Super glad that we were able to bring this out to the public. So, with that all being said, thank you for joining us. Sorry about the sound issues. I was trying to get away from the World War II short microphone, but that's what I'm getting stuck with. I'll redo the video again with the full mic, and we'll do a product showcase with some close-ups and things like that. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you all soon. I'm going to review this tonight. Maybe we'll do it again in about a couple of minutes. Talk to you soon. Bye.